Tim, have you watched the Tigers documentary?
I have not seen it yet. I have not seen it
So
yet.
I think you'll get a kick out of it if you watch a documentary. So I watched the documentary and I'm sitting there saying, wow, the role his father played in Tiger's life. I don't know if Tiger's Tiger without the father. You sit there and you think about something from 2 years old. So what if your dad's like, if Tiger's my kid, would Tiger be Tiger because of golf? Probably not. I'm not a golf guy. So you sit there and you think about some of these guys that get at the level that they get. How the mom pushed. People think dad was a disciplinarian. Tiger's mom was a disciplined one. Dad was a little bit more easygoing. You think about Michael, the story with his dad, where the one part in The Last Dance, he says, his dad's like, why don't you just go out there and do what you're doing? I'm going to go here with your brother. And his dad was kind of challenging him, playing some mind games with him. And he talked about it in The Last Dance, right? And Michael said, when you're going through it, it's very difficult. It's torture because you don't know what's really happening to you when someone's challenging you. I don't know the story about Kobe, who it was. Obviously, his father played, and I have that idea, but I don't know who, the role dad played. In a mathematical formula, you'll hear, Pythagorean theorem. If you take this and you take this and you take this equals this, right? If you want to make a bomb or if you want to make an explosive, you're in the military, you're a Navy SEAL. If you take this, you combine it with this, you combine it with this, it equals an explosive product that you're producing, right? If you want to make a milkshake, you take this, you combine this. Everything has a recipe. There's a recipe to the madness, specifically to the madness, not all the other stuff. If you were to take the recipe of a guy like a Tiger or a Kobe or a Jordan, I'm specifically talking about those who are not one of the best. I'm talking about the GOAT League we're talking about. Is there a weird family member that psychologically messed with you a little bit to challenge you? Is there a massive setback in life with a ton of pain? Is it someone you love so much that you want to make proud? Is it a massive public humiliation, where somebody embarrassed you? Is it the DNA of the individual? Because the same 4 kids could be from the same family, but only one of them ends up becoming. You have the same pretty much structure. How do you not come out of it in all 4? What would you say from your experience, and I don't even know if you have the answer to this, but what would you say from experiences, the 1% of the 1% that people read about, people write about, people watch documentaries about? What separates those guys?
Everything that you mentioned. Everything that he meant. Obviously, listen, you're not going to be a great, if you don't have the genetics to be a great athlete, no matter how much training you do, you're never going to be able to reach that level. All right. That has a thing. That plays an important role. Picking the right sport. You have to there's always been an individual that's held you accountable when you're young. It could be a parent. It could be somebody that's like literally doesn't let you get away with things that pushes you, that forces you to do things. You look at the Williams sisters from tennis. They're
no question.
Yeah. There's always that individual. Yes, you've gone through some adversity. There's something there that you remember, and you just like that becomes that's your fuel. That's like something that. You don't need anybody else to light that fire. That's what you're made of, and how you handle that. Because a lot of individuals, when they go through that challenge, they go through that disappointment. Other people make it too easy for them. Because our job as parents, our job as individuals, it is to comfort. It is to comfort. All right. In order to see winning in all its glory, it wants to see you suffer. It wants to know what you're made of.
So if you like this little short clip from an interview I did, click over here to watch the entire interview. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.